Now there's a question based on input on output, though we have done so many questions on this concept. Um, so whenever you are trying to attempt the questions based on input and output, you just concentrate on what input is and what is the output, what is the last step, right? So you'll be able to understand what exactly you have to do, right? Now over here, this some numerals are there, some numbers are there, and some words are there. So this is the input, and the step 6, that is the output. Okay, so here you just have to see what exactly this arrangement is, right? Some number before the word, some number after the words, right? But whether you can see any sort of similarity among these words, so you just, if you can concentrate, it is 1963 and 75, all of them are odd numbers, right? You can think maybe of prime numbers, you can recall maybe of multiple of any number, maybe 3, 5, 7, something like that. But you should be able to recall such maybe clues, right? So over here it's 1963 and 75, over here it is 28, 46, 94. So we can rule out the prime number, we can rule out, because see, 63, 75, they are not prime number, right? But this is a set of odd number and this is a set of even number. Now apart from that, 1963 and 75, odd numbers are arranged in ascending order, and here even numbers are arranged in ascending order. After that we have 6 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 3 odd numbers, 3 even numbers, then 6 words. Now if you concentrate on these 6 words, you can see U, I and A, they are vowels, and N, K and B, they are consonants. Now vowels are arranged in reverse order, right? U, I and A. And consonants, they are also arranged in reverse order, N, K and B. So B, K and N, that is a proper order, A, I and U, that is a proper order, right? So numbers are arranged in ascending order, that is increasing order or proper order. These are odd numbers, then vowels, then consonants, and then even numbers, right? So numbers are arranged in ascending order and words are arranged in reverse order, or we can say descending order, something, whatever, right? So if we give ranking as A as 1, B as 2, something like that, then from U to I to A, it is descending order, and similarly N to K, K to B, this is a descending order, right? So if you are able to crack this, then you will be able to do the entire problem very easily, right? Now you have been given the step 1. This is the input and the step 1. Now you have to see how many items. We can say is baffled as 1 item, 46 as 2nd item, iceberg as 3rd item. So how many items are being arranged in step 1? Okay, so if you know this, just look at step 1 and step 2. After that you can directly jump to the questions, because there are just 5 to 6 questions. So if you know to the concept, if you are able to know the concept, how the terms or the items are arranged, you can start arranging the you can start doing the questions directly. No need to make the entire arrangement, okay, of these words on the numerals. So we have this input over here, baffle 46, iceberg 19, nation, this is this. Now the first change over here is this, the word starting from A is taking place at the first, it's coming at the first place, right? So A, then B, okay, then 46 as it is, iceberg as okay, baffled, it is as it is. So shifting of abandon is done. Okay, then this is as it is, as it is, as it is. After okay, then the movement of nation is also there. So PI, okay, so that's pretty simple. One vowel is arranged, like one word that is starting with vowel is arranged, and one word that is starting with consonant is arranged. Okay, then in the second step you can see Before A, I is coming. So I and A, and after nation, kidney is there. So kidney is taken to this place, right? And in the third step, the word starting with U is coming, and the word starting with the B, that is coming at the last, right? So till here, the words are arranged. After that, it is time to arrange the numbers. Now, so 1975 and 63, these three numbers are to be arranged. So first of all 75 is being arranged, then 63, and then 19. And similarly, or I can say simultaneously, 28 is arranged, then 46, and then 94. So within 6 steps the entire story is done. So this is how you can arrange all the steps. So over here this input is given. So, and there are some 5 questions are there, right? So once you write down all the steps carefully, you'll be able to answer all the 5 questions very easily. If it takes, even if it takes 4 to 5 minutes of yours, then also it is worth doing, right? Because it's actually very simple and you'll be getting all the answers correct. So worth doing. A, B, C, D, K, L, M live on 7 different floors of a building, but not necessarily in the same order. The lowermost floor of the building number 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now that's a combination of there are 3 parameters: name, game, and on which floor the person lives. So precisely it is a vertical arrangement. So I just make a line, vertical line precisely. Now let's see. Only 3 people live between B and K. But B lives on one of the floors above K. So precisely B and 1, 2, 3, and then K. Okay, because B lives one of the floors above K. Now K does not live on the lowermost floor. That means see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people already done. Now 6, maybe one person is there below K, or 2 persons are there below K. Okay. Now only one person lives between B and one who likes chess. Now maybe the chess person is this one person between chess and B. So if this is the scene, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. K will be living on the lowermost floor, but K does not live on the lowermost floor. So this arrangement is not possible. That means B and one people between B and this chess. Okay. The one who likes polo live on one of the even numbered floor above the one who like chess. Okay, so polo is even number. That means chess has to be odd number. So polo person may be on 2 or 4 or 6. So if it is above chess, then it cannot be 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be 4, or it can be then 6. So if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floor, and then 7th floor, then K will be the lowermost. So that's not possible. That means polo is over here only. Okay, and that is floor number 6. That means this is floor number 7, right? So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is ground floor. Then only 2 people live between M and one who likes chess. So chess and M cannot be now over there on upper side. So chess and 2 people and then M. Okay. The one who likes snooker lives immediately above M. So snooker. Then A lives immediately above L. So where we can have A and L. A, L, A, L. Two possibilities are there, A, L or A, L. sorry, A lives above L, so AL or AL. Okay, but A does not like chess. That means we have this possibility only. Okay, because A cannot be over here. Otherwise, we can make AL also. Right? D lives on one of the floors above C. Now we just have to arrange C and D only. But D is living above C. That means it has to be C. That means it has to be D. Now only one person lives between the one who likes cricket and one who likes hockey. So cricket and hockey, we can have cricket and hockey, or cricket or hockey. So D does not like cricket. So we have to assign D as hockey, M as cricket, and M does not like badminton. So that is also satisfied over here. Okay. I'm sorry, I missed a point for this. The one who likes Ludo lives on one of the odd number floor below L. So, see, this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, odd number is 3 and 1. So, it has to be Ludo. Then B has to be badminton. Okay. Now, we can verify all the conditions which are given over here. Which of the following game does B like? That is badminton. Who amongst the following lives on floor number 4? So that is D, hockey, the one who likes hockey. Which of the following statement is true with respect to given arrangement? Only 2 people live between K and M. No. The one who likes hockey lives immediately above K. Yes. Let's see. C likes chess. That's wrong. C lives on an even numbered floor. No. If all the people are meant to sit in alphabetical order from top to bottom, the position of how many people will remain unchanged? So all these questions I think you can now try on your own. Which of the following combination is true? Once you are clear with this arrangement, then all the questions can be answered very easily. So there are some 5 questions, 6 questions, I'm sorry, 5 questions. So if you take just 3 to 4 minutes to make this arrangement, in the remaining 1 minute you can answer all the 5 questions. So in all, this set of problems should not take more than 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes precisely. 8 friends P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W and Y are sitting around a square table in such a way that 4 of them sit at 4 corners, and while 4 sit in middle of each 4 sides. Right? Okay. The one who sit at 4 corners face the center. So that is facing inside. Okay. And those who sit in middle of the sides face outsides. Okay. Now P who faces the center, that means P is maybe at any corner. P who faces the center sits third to the right of V. So that means P and V 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. That means one of them is at the corner and other of them is in the middle of the this side. Okay. Now since P is at the corner and what is P who faces the center sits third to the right of V. So I assume maybe V somewhere here. Right. Now since V is facing outside. Okay, because the persons who are sitting middle of the side, they are facing outside. So right of V will be this way. Okay, so P is sitting here. T who faces the center is not an immediate neighbor of V. That means T is not here, not here. That means T has to be here. Okay, because he's facing the center, that means he's sitting at the corner. So T is over here. Only one person sits between V and W. S sits second to the right of Q. Q faces the center. So there is just one person between S and Q. That means S and Q, both of them are facing center. But S sits second to the right of Q. And since both of them are facing center, So Q has to be over here, S has to be over here. So S will be second to the right, since right of Q is this way. Okay. Now R is not immediate neighbor of P, so R cannot be here, cannot be here. That means R is here. Then only one person sits between V and W, so V here, so W has to be here. So P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. The entire arrangement has been done. Okay, so you can answer all the question, but you have to be very clear that some people are facing inside, some people are facing outside, right? So their left and right will be changed. Like, see, if I see the first question, who sits second to the left of Q? So since Q is facing inside, right, his left will be this way. So that is P. So you have to be careful about it. Okay, so you can answer all the question. You can just pause the session, read out the question and answer. There are some 5 questions. So I'm just scrolling down, but you have to answer all the questions since I have already done with the arrangement. Okay, so these are the 5 questions. Lectures A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, and F are to be organized in a span of 7 days, Sunday to Saturday. 7 days are there, but 6 lectures are there. That means one day there is no lecture. Okay, so there is maybe name and day. Okay, A should not be organized. What I do is I just write down the days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm sorry, it should start with Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Okay. We know that B should be organized on Tuesday and it should not be followed by D. So D cannot be over here, D cannot be over here. Then there should be a gap of 2 days between E and D. One day there is no lecture. Friday is not that day. First, before that, D is organized. That means D is organized. After that, there is no lecture, right? Gap. Okay, so we have to see in this, we have to set D and gap, right? In this table or chart, whatever. Now, B is not immediately followed by D. So we cannot have D and gap, right? D gap we cannot have over here. D gap we cannot have over here because Friday is not that day, right? So suppose we have D and gap over here. Then between D and E, there should be a gap of 2 days. So B is already there. So even this is not possible, right? So if we take D, then that is not possible. So we can take D over here because though if we take D over here, there is no gap. So D and gap. Okay. Then between E and D, 2 days. So E should be over here. Then C should be organized immediately after F. So, and A should not be organized on Thursday. So what I can do is I can have A over here and F and C. Okay, because we have to have F and C continuously. Okay, so we have to have A over here. So B, E, F, C. So this is how all the 6 lectures can be arranged. So on which day there is no lecture? Monday. How many lectures are organized between C and D? So that you can count. Which day will be the lecture F be organized? All these 5 questions are there. So once you are able to make this table, this chart, you can answer all the questions. Okay. Pause the session, read out the question and then just answer. A group of 7 friends works as this for banks, this. Okay, so we have 3 variables: name, post, and bank. C works for bank N. C for bank N. But neither a research analyst nor a clerk. E is an IT officer. So here it is E, an IT officer, and works for bank R. A works as forex officer and does not work for L or Q. The one who is agriculture officer works for bank M. The one who works for bank L works as terminal operator. Terminal operator bank L. F works for bank Q. So we have F and Q combination. Then G works for bank P. G and P as a research analyst. Okay, D is not an agriculture officer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people are there. Now D cannot be here, so D has to be here, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And over here L, M, N, P, Q, R, and then S. Okay. Now C is not a clerk, that means F is clerk. Now we are left with economist. Okay, so all done. So just go through the question. Who is agriculture officer? So that is B. For which bank does D work? That is bank L. What is the profession of C? So that can be answered economist, right? All the question can be answered. 4 questions are there. I hope you are clear. Just pause the session, look at the 4 questions and answer them. 6 plays K, L, M, N, O, P are to be staged. Each play is to be staged in a different month starting from March to August of the same year. So play and month. Okay. Play K will be staged in a month that has only 30 days. So from March to August, March, April, May, June, July, August. So we have June and April in which 30 days are there. So 2 plays will be there between L and K. And 3 plays will be staged between play P and 3 plays between P and O. 3 and so in fact P and K, they are staged in April and June. But in case of P, we have a gap of 3 plays between P and O. So I can choose P to be in April, right? Then we can maintain the gap of 3 months, right? Otherwise, if I choose P on June, so the gap of 3 months cannot be maintained, right? So P in June, that means P in April. That means K in June. That means O in 1, 2, 3 August. Okay. Then L and K, two plays are there. So if K is in June, then L difference of 2 to L is in March. This weight is not possible, so L is in March. Play N will not be staged immediately or immediately before or after play P. Okay, so that will not be there in May or March. So it will not be there in May. Now we are left with M, so it should be there in May. Then March, April, May, June, so N should be in July. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Which play will be staged in April? April P. You can answer all the questions. Just pause the session and you can try all the questions. Okay. 5 friends. This is this. Each presents one paper to their class on this is this. One day a week, Monday through Friday. Okay. Fine. So we have name, subject and day. Vinith does not present English and does not give the presentation on Tuesday. Rajesh makes geology presentation. Okay, so Rajesh geology, but does not do it on Monday or Friday. The physics presentation is made on Thursday. So physics Thursday. Rahman makes his presentation which is not on English on Wednesday. So we have Rahman and Wednesday combination. The botany presentation is on Friday. So we can have botany and Friday combination, but not by Rakesh. Satish makes his presentation on Monday. So now we have to have Satish and Monday combination. So we have to make a new one. Satish and Monday. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And now we are left with Rakesh and Vineet. Now botany presentation is not by Rakesh, so Rakesh cannot be over here. That means Rakesh is over here. That means Vineet is here. And in subjects we are left with zoology and English, but Rahman is not English, so he is geology. That means he is in English. Okay, so all done. You can answer all the questions very easily. A Teachers Training Institute has to conduct a refresher course for teachers of 7 different this from 12 December to 19 December. Okay, subject and date. Okay, the course should start with geography. So on 12th geography, 13 December Sunday. Okay, music should be on the day previous to English. The course should end with history 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So that is history. Political science should be immediately after the holiday. That means over here political science. Then Sanskrit immediately after the holiday. Sanskrit follows political science. There should be a gap of 1 day between Sanskrit and English. So Sanskrit, that means English. Sanskrit and English, and between music and Hindi. So music should be on the day previous to English. So music, and this is Hindi. All done? So story is very very simple. Within I think 2 minutes you can do all the questions, like inclusive of this arrangement. All the questions can be done in 2 minutes. Okay, and all 5 questions are there. Six members of a family A B C D E C A B C D E F are psychologists. This. Doctor is the grandfather of F, who is psychologist. Okay, so here doctor, then this generation, then next generation, that is F, and he is psychologist. Okay, manager is married, I'm sorry, manager D is married to A. Okay, D and A. I represent the spouse relationship as plus and same generation relationship as dash. C, who is jeweler, is married to advocate. So C married to advocate. B is mother of F and E. So B has to be over here, female, and F and E next generation. Okay. There are two married couples in the family. So one should be over here and one should be over here. Okay. Now in case of C, it's a combination of jeweler and advocate. Okay. So we cannot have C over here because it's doctor and something else. So we can have the combination of C and B, that is jeweler and advocate. So C jeweler and B advocate. Okay, in that case manager D is married to A. That means D, that is manager, and doctor, that is A. Okay, so this is how this chart looks like. Now finally doctor, manager, jeweler, advocate, psychologist, and engineer. Okay, so what is the profession of A? That is engineer. How many male members are there in the family? So it's definitely male, one male over here, but as far as case of F and E is concerned, we don't know who is male, who is female, right? So we cannot say. How is A related to E? A is E's grandfather, right? Okay, it's already given. Doctor is grandfather of F, so F and E siblings. So A is grandfather, I'm sorry, not mother, grandfather. What is profession of A? Profession of A, doctor. Who are the two couples? That is AD and BC. AD and BC. Okay, so it's very simple, and if at all at any stage if you are confused, just take a pause and just verify the entire information. Doctor is the grandfather, doctor has to be male, grandfather of F, who is psychologist. Manager D is married to A, so manager D married to A. C is jeweler, is married to advocate, jeweler married to advocate. B is mother of F and E. There are two married couples, one is this and this, right? So the story is very simple. In 2 minutes you can make the relationship tree and do all the answers, all the questions. P, Q, R, S, T, U are 6 members of a 3-generation family in which there are 2 married couples. So 4 and 2. Okay. R, a male member, is neither the lightest nor the heaviest in the family, but he is grandfather of the family. Okay, so R, male grandfather of the family. Okay, what we can do is we can give the ranking as lightest to maybe 1 and then heaviest to 6. So 1 to 6. Okay, so T is lighter than R. So I just can write T is less than R. R is lighter than Q. P, the grandmother of the family, is the lightest. So that means R and P, husband wife. P, female, and P's ranking is 1. Okay. S is a sister of U. S is female, sister of U. Both S and U are heavier than Q. S and U. Okay. Q is mother of S and heavier than T. Okay, so that means Q is in this generation and it's female. Q is mother of S, that's female, and S is sister of U. Okay, now Q is mother of S and heavier than T. Fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are left with T. That means T should be over here. T, male. Now P is lightest and Q, R, S and U, they are heavier than T. That means T should be 2. Okay. Then R should be 3. Then Q should be 4. Between S and U we cannot say anything. 5/6. How many female members? We don't know the status of U, so can't answer. How is T related to U? T, U, father. Which of the following is a pair of married couple? You can answer all the questions now very easily. Just pause the session, look at the questions and answer. We already have the family tree over here. Okay, between S and F, S and U, we cannot say who is the heaviest, who is the second heavy. Okay, so just be very clear with this. 7 friends studied in colleges X, Y, and Z are currently in different professions. There's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, at least 2 and not more than 3 friends had studied in the same college. So it is 2, 2, 3 combination. Okay, so I just write down name, profession as of now, and college. C is an architect and studied in college Y. So C, architect, college Y. E is not a businessman. Only G amongst the 7 friends studied in college X along with E. So G and E, college X. 2 people are there only. G amongst 7 friends studied in college X with E. F is an engineer and did not study in college Y. So in college X, 2 people are there. He's not there in college Y. That means he's in college Z. So F, college Z, and engineer. B is an actor and did not study in the same college as F. B, actor, college Y, because there is no scope for X now. Okay, so B is an actor and did not study in the same college as F. A did not study in college Z. Okay, so A should be in college Y. Those who studied in college X are neither fashion designer nor teachers. Okay, so 3 and okay, then none of those who studied in college Y is teacher. Okay, so he's architect, he's not teacher. Okay. Now we are left with A, B, C, D. Okay, and that should be in college Z. Now G and E, this they studied in college X. They are not fashion designer, not teacher, and none of those who studied in college Y is a teacher. That means A is also not teacher. That means now D is teacher. Okay. Now we are left with three professions. Fashion designer cannot be over here, so fashion designer over here. Now we are left with business and medicine. E is not a businessman, so E is medicine and G is business. So we got the unique answer. You can answer all the questions. 5 questions are there. Who studied in college Z, that is F and D. College Y, that is A, B and C. Profession of F, that is engineer. Profession of medicine, that is E. Profession of A, that is fashion designer. Okay, pretty simple. PQRSTU are 6 members of family, each of them engaged in a different profession, and each of them remains at home on a different day. Okay, so I just write name, profession and leave day. Okay, fine. Monday to Saturday. The lawyer in the family remains at home on Thursday. So lawyer Thursday. R remains at home on Tuesday. So we can have R and Tuesday combination. P, a doctor, does not. So now P is a doctor. Does not remain at home either on Saturday or Wednesday. Okay. S is neither the doctor nor the teacher and remains home at on Friday. So S and Friday combination. Q is the engineer and T is the manager. So Q and engineer combination. New line. And T and manager combination. So 1, 2, 3, 4, P, Q, R, S, T. So it should be U. Now we are left with 2 profession, teacher and nurse, right? Now S is neither the doctor nor the teacher. So S, nurse, that means R is teacher. Okay. P, a doctor, does not remain at home Saturday or Wednesday. So Saturday and Wednesday cannot be here. So it should be Monday. For Q and T, we don't have information, unique information. So that's Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. Between these two. Okay. So now questions. Which of the following combination is not correct? R, teacher, Q, engineer, T, manager, all correct. Yes. Which of the following combination is correct? Lawyer Tuesday, no, lawyer Thursday. Teacher Wednesday, teacher we cannot say. Manager Friday, manager can't say. Nurse Friday, can't say. Nurse Friday, yeah, it's correct. Nurse Friday. Who is nurse? Nurse is S. Who among them remains at home on the following day on which R stays at home? So I think you can answer all the questions. Okay.